So this is weird, and another reason why it looks like Xbox is possibly in this weird situation where they treat their own gamers like second-class citizens. This is so strange to me when stuff like this happens. I just don't understand it. I'm not sure why this seems to happen so much to Xbox and only Xbox. You would think that maybe that wouldn't be the case, but here we are, like after all this time. And so yeah, it's a little bit strange to me how this comes about and how Microsoft is, I guess, maybe a little bit oblivious to it. Again, this is strange. It blows me away. And I know there's going to be some defenders out there. They're just going to be like, oh, well, who cares? This is stupid. Nobody plays this game anyway, blah, blah, blah. It's like whenever something negative happens, you're always going to have that group that doesn't admit that it's a bad thing. It's like, for me anyway, I look at these things and I go, how can you guys not admit that this is like not good? It's definitely, in my opinion, not a good situation. And just seeing how people react to some of this stuff is a little bit frustrating, to say the least. But again, I'm going to continue to do the videos where they're needed, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll see. So again, interesting stuff. Star Wars Battlefront servers have been down for weeks on Xbox, and it appears nobody's mentioned this. Nobody cares. Nobody's saying anything. And this is funny because Battlefront has had a resurgence everywhere, but not on Xbox apparently. It appears that the Battlefront servers have been down for several weeks, leaving players unable to connect or join matches. While a server closure has not been announced, it certainly seems like the end is nigh for the 2015 shooter on Xbox. The Star Wars Battlefront servers have been down for Xbox players for approximately 2 weeks now. Can you imagine that? It's just like, again, like, this game isn't dead by any means. There's people that, play these games and enjoy these games like pretty much all the time. So when you see stuff like this happen, it kind of makes you shake your head a little bit, because you just wonder what the deal is. Like, I think developers probably take less time and less effort when it comes to Xbox stuff, because maybe they just aren't fans of Xbox, or they don't think it's worth it because there's like a lower install base and things like that. So again, things are strange. This is strange to me. Battlefront player, apparently you can't get online. Players reported issues on Battlefront 2 weeks ago, and they've been down ever since. Servers on other platforms are running fine without issue. As per a report, players are unable to get online on the Xbox shooter. The issue first arose a couple weeks ago, and despite players filing EA forums with hundreds of posts about the server problem, EA has remained silent on the matter, leaving players confused as to whether or not the game will be brought back online. When the firing up of Star Wars Battlefront 2 and attempted to join a multiplayer match, players are greeted with a loading screen that states the game is connected to servers, but it never does. In fact, when tested, you can't play anything, not even a solo game in Star Wars Battlefront were playable. With the servers being down for so long now and nobody having unlocked an online-only achievement in the game since September, the game's information team on this article has marked over 40 achievements as discontinued. A server closure for Battlefront has not been announced, and it appears the servers on PlayStation and PC are up and running. It seems like EA just needs to fix whatever has gone wrong on the back end for Xbox players to get back online. They've reached out to EA to find out what's going on, but haven't heard back. So yeah, interesting. And again, it's not exactly something that I think people are super stoked about, like when this kind of stuff happens. And again, this just goes to show that a lot of times people aren't going to, give Microsoft the benefit of the doubt when it comes to some of these things. It's just like when you see Microsoft do these things, and then you see people kind of, just brush it off or whatever. I don't ever look at that as a good thing. I look at it as kind of a really bad thing. And these people are kind of you know, are looking at ways to cut off Xbox fans, and that's unfortunate because, like I've mentioned numerous times before, I think we're all better off with the competition and with things like that happening, and so it's a real shame when, you know, we can't see, you know, more of that kind of stuff happening in the future or whatever. So I hope that Microsoft can get this kind of stuff right, where developers start taking Xbox seriously again. It's just like, you know, so often now developers just don't even care about the platform. They just, you know, aren't really interested in making it a viable platform anymore, and that's completely not only unacceptable, but I just think it's just wrong. You know, like, there's not really a whole lot of other words for it other than just wrong at this particular point. And to see Microsoft and developers kind of humiliate Microsoft after time and time again, you know, it's just awful, you know, to be honest with you. So clearly there's some things going on here that are, you know, trouble for Xbox, and probably aren't going to lead to good things in the future for Xbox, but hopefully some of this can get worked out. I mean, it's just hard to imagine that only Xbox seems to suffer these types of issues and things. So for me anyway, I think it's crazy the level that people will cope with this stuff and not call out Microsoft. Like, for me, I personally think they probably should call out Microsoft. You're never going to get changes by just staying pat and keeping your mouth quiet, you know, and so that's always a bit of an issue in my opinion, and hopefully you know, Microsoft can get that kind of fixed up before too long, because like I said, it is weird. You know, it's a fun game, and I get it, it's an older game. I don't think Microsoft are, or I don't think Xbox fans are you know, playing this by the millions, but it's still a game that is popular. It's basically an online only game too, so that makes it double bad. You know what I mean? When games stop working and people start having an issue with the other games and things, it could lead to, you know, other issues. So I just find it kind of crazy that these types of things go under the radar, and, you know, again, there's not going to be a Battlefront 3 or anything, but in some ways Battlefront is better than 2 and still has some interesting things online and things like that, some playable, there's a lot of different players on there and stuff. So yeah, it's crazy that this is happening, that EA maybe doesn't even know about it. That's, I think, another crazy thing. So hopefully we can get some kind of answer to this before too long. I would love to see something made from this, you know, but again, you can see as I'm a Xbox fan, just super frustrated because yet again we're in this weird situation where Xbox fans are treated like, you know, second class, third class citizens when it comes to the gaming world, and I don't like that. You know, let's just be real. You know, I think Xbox fans should be treated just as well as any other fans, you know, Nintendo, PlayStation, whatever the case may be. So it's kind of shocking to me that this is happening, you know, and it's, to me anyway, really, really unacceptable. You know, I don't know what else can be done about it, but I hope that something good can come from it, and that, you know, there's some kind of answers. I'm not particularly blaming Microsoft, but I am saying, you know, if there's certain companies or whatever that look at Xbox and go, okay, well, you know, we're not in a hurry to fix this or that or the other thing, you know, that could be a problem going forward. So, you know, again, it's just one of those things. You know, I thought I'd bring a little bit of, you know, of notice to, you know, maybe you guys understand where it's coming from or whatever, and we'll see what happens. You know, maybe they can get it fixed soon, maybe not, but it's just weird to me that this game that's, you know, on multiple platforms only has issues with Xbox and won't allow to sort of you know, won't allow you to play the game. Like, that's weird to me. You know, I hope that it can get fixed before too long. You know, again, just I feel bad about it. You know, gamers are gonna always kind of get the short end of the stick, especially if you're an Xbox fan. So yeah, it's unfortunate. But I'm curious, did any of you have any kind of troubles with this? I know it's an older game, but you know, it's still a game that still has some activity and is on sale. Like, if you have EA Play or whatever, you can, you know, download it and play for free. So I think that's pretty cool. in and of itself, and I'm just kind of curious how everybody else feels about stuff like this. You know, I would definitely love to see what everybody else thinks. Certainly this is a weird situation, right? I mean, let's just be real about it. It's odd, to say the least. Let me know what you guys think. I will link this in the description. You guys can check it out. Let me know. Maybe try it out. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a great day. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, crap gamer 'em up, and I'll catch you guys all here next time. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment if you enjoy my content. Crap Gamer out.